here today and an honor to be station builder here at Smith Dairy. So we thank you very much, Smith Dairy, for the opportunity to build your station. This is the outline of what you're going to eventually see here. Within about 5 months' time, this will be complete, ready to roll. It typically takes about 6 months from signed contract to completion to build one of these stations. Okay, quick overview of Vocational Energy and what we do. Talk about the station, some photos. Why CNG, I think it's been well covered today. And any questions you have at the end. We basically talk to clients such as Smith Dairy, typically dealing with larger fleets and fleet owners, and talk about how they can move from what they're doing today to producing natural gas on their property and basically paying about $1.50 a gallon for their fuel instead of $4. And if you get other people involved, and if they have long-term contracts, for example, garbage haulers, they can fix those fuel prices for multiple years. There's all kinds of things that you can do. So we come in and talk to them about how much fuel they're consuming on an annual basis, and if it makes economic sense for them to go ahead and invest, say, $1 million for a station. Stations like this can run anywhere from $700,000 to $1.5 million for a typical station. To run anything from 16 trucks. I'm talking about larger vehicles, large trucks like garbage trucks and concrete mixers and Smith Dairy tractors, on slow fill and fast fill type systems. We come in, we design, we do the engineering. Virtually everything we do is in-house. So we consult with you and then decide what the best course of action to take for station design and infrastructure that you should choose moving forward. We'll help you with your permits and basically a turnkey station design builder. Design and build and installation, and a big focus actually on training. A lot of our clients, in this case, like Smith Dairy, have some maintenance folks on staff, and they can take advantage of their own people to maintain a station like this. You don't necessarily need anybody else to do anything for them. They can, station design, one of the things that you should know is it's been around for a long time. It's not new technology, and it's not that complicated. Basically, we're taking the gas that all these guys are getting out of the ground and smashing it into a little small cube so you can put it on the truck. That's all we do. We're the gas smashers. That's what we do. Through compression. We come in, we prep the ground, we put the piping in, we'll place the electrical, and start putting compressors on the ground. If you were here this morning, you heard the compressors that we use are built by Ariel, which is here, and packaged by Angie. And they've been in this business for many, many years. Great parts and service support. Example of a garbage fleet and how you fill your trucks. There's multiple ways to fill your vehicles. You can fill them very similarly to what you do today with gasoline or diesel, where you quick fill, hook it up, fills very rapidly. Or you can do a time fill type station where you fill your vehicles overnight. If your vehicles are parked outside for 4 to 6, 8 hours overnight, you save time, effort, and money by hooking them up, walking away, coming back the next morning, and having a full vehicle. It may be, if you have a station on site and you're filling your vehicles in that manner, you will do it because your infrastructure, your compressor sizes will be smaller, your maintenance costs will be lower, and you'll save on electrical costs. These compressors are run typically by electric motors. And if you're running them at night, for example, you'll save in demand charges and other things like that. So if you can do a time fill type setup for a fleet, it's the ideal in many ways. If not, you can do fast fill, or you can do a combination station where you actually have a little of both. You have some trucks that do sit overnight, take advantage of that. If you have other ones that run you have fast fill just like you do today. Some other pictures, it's a time fill station on the left and a fast fill on the right. They're actually similar in many ways. The primary differences are typically a fast fill station or compression is larger, the infrastructure costs more, and you have some fuel storage as well. This is a very small station for the trucking world. This is set up, these compressors actually are only for time fill, and this is set up for 16 trucks. And these stations are all expandable. If Smith Theory all of a sudden had a bunch of people coming in and using their public station at a much faster rate than they anticipated, and they started to get worried about fueling their own fleet, they could put a third compressor in and fuel whoever they needed to. And if they outsize that, they could put a fourth compressor in. So the stations are basically modular, and our job is to optimize what you believe you're going to consume in the beginning, and you can plan on adding more if you need to later. Methane detection was hit on. That's an important factor. A building like this, typical shops with high ceilings, anywhere from 50,000 to 200,000 to retrofit a facility like this. So you can bring your trucks in, do all the service you need to. And it's mostly about ventilation, paying attention to heating systems, flames and things like that. But just keep in mind, if you actually were going to do something, put a station in, you also need to upgrade your shop. And we use all those numbers in your return on investment scenarios. Ohio customers, of course, you got Smith, Kimball Clay and Limestone is based in Dover, Ohio. We just finished a station for them in Twinsburg for their garbage truck fleet. And Rumpke, which is based in Cincinnati, they're also a refuse fleet. They also have operations up here in the northern part of the state as well. And they'll be expanding natural gas station construction in this market. Within 15 miles of here, there'll be 4 stations built that we're involved in about a 24-month period. That's all employment, jobs, growth, not foreign oil, people taking advantage, happening very rapidly. What makes up your fuel price and where does that come from? Natural gas actually represents about half of the cost per gallon of the fuel itself. So the nice thing about that is when natural gas does go down or go up, it doesn't have the same effect on your overall fuel cost as, say, oil does. So it's made up of the utility company charging you to deliver it. Let's call that 15 cents a gallon. The natural gas itself is anywhere, right now it's about 35 to 50 cents a gallon of the overall cost. And you've got maintenance for the station if you own and operate the station. Electricity and about $1.10 plus taxes. In general speaking, right now across the nation, if you're producing fuel on your own, it's about $1.30 to $1.50 a gallon. And when you retail it on the open market, if you have a public station and you offer it for sale, the prices are $2 to $2.50 a gallon. Very typical, gasoline or diesel. Lots and lots of gas available in the United States. You heard all about fracking and access to it. And what is different and why is this happening, natural gas happening for real this time as opposed to what happened in 20 years ago with stations that have come and gone, is basically the access to the supply. We have a great supply. It's not going away. A lot of people involved in promoting it. And nobody wants to pay $4 for gasoline or diesel. So the difference is we have the supply that's available now, and you see all the OEMs involved and all the people here today. Natural gas for vehicle fuel is here to stay. Can't afford not to do it. We got plenty of supply for a very long time. In 2007, this engine came out, which for heavy-duty truck driving. Before that time, it really